Oh, God. Oh, this movie. Well, this is the big one. The worst kids film ever made. Let's talk about Cool Cat Saves the Kids. God. The film was directed by an author called Derek Savage. Yeah, because that name totally doesn't encourage acting like an animal, right? Derek Savage was the author of a series of children's books called Cool Cat. Derek's website, Cool Cat, also gives his history as a past so awkward, Tommy would be jealous. It includes so many child-appropriate content, such as mentioning that Derek used to be well, you get the idea. The film was released in 2015, and after a few months, Derek decided to go on a copyright-striking rampage directed towards channels such as I Hate Everything, Bob Shayuk, and a few others. Derek tried to win everyone over by making a video that was supposed to put Derek Savage in the right, but it backfired hilariously. The channels managed to get the videos back up in a few weeks, but Derek still wanted to keep on pushing. In February 2016, a YouTuber goes by the name Mr. Bump made a parody of a Cool Cat movie called Cool Cat Joins ISIS. Derek stated on Twitter that he was going to take down the videos, because that went over so well last time, right? Derek and Mr. Bump sent emails to each other when Derek decided he would release Mr. Bump's home address, because Derek apparently didn't know that doxing Mr. Bump is a felony, and threatening to give Mr. Bump's address to ISIS is literally a terrorist crime. To quote Savage,
"Ignorance of the law is not an excuse."
After that thread, Mr. Bump told the FBI everything about Derek Savage and his crimes, and it looks like he's backed down for now. Right now on Twitter, Derek's been pretty quiet about the whole incident, but he's done some really pathetic crap, such as telling people to rate the movie 10 out of 10, blaming the haters for its bad reputation. Not because the movie is an abominable piece of crap. Now, I'm going to assume that he might try to take down this video, and if he threatens me, I'll call the FBI. They'll realize that something's up with Derek after 2 reports. So, let's get this ironic anti-bullying film and see if Cool Cat Saves the Kids is a good movie. This is Cool Cat Saves the Kids. God. So the movie begins with one of the most awkward introduction scenes you can imagine. Wow. Pluto Nash has more dignity than you.
Special news report. We have terrible news. Bullies have been picking on children everywhere, and it is tragic. There has to be a way to stop the bullies.
Help! Help! Kids everywhere are being bullied! Help!
You know, I don't even need to say what's wrong here. I mean, there's so much wrong with here that I could say exactly why. You know, if I just say it right now, it's going to take up the entire video. So I'm just going to put it right there. You know, I think Cool Cat should get a new alarm because someone is now beginning a home invasion. So that's Cool Cat, huh? Wow, I totally can't figure out what this character was inspired from. I mean, the design is just so distinct.
Wow, this looks great!
No. Please tell me that is not the character that we're going to be sticking with this entire movie. So Cool Cat's friend Maria shows up to talk to Cool Cat.
I'll get it. Thanks. My hands are full.
Oh my god. I thought Bubsy was annoying. And this is even more annoying than him.
There's the finishing touches and another one done.
What can possibly go wrong?
So Cool Cat and Maria go outside so they can make signs so Cool Cat can become school president.
Great! Now we can make more signs for the neighborhood.
Awesome!
And here comes the best thing in this movie.
Boy, I feel like picking on someone. And look over there. If it's not Cool Cat and Maria, they think they're so cool.
Well, I'm gonna punk up. Maria's prettier, so our texture's ugly.
I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
So this is Butch the Bully, the main villain of the movie, and it's my favorite part of this movie. So, what's wrong with this guy? It's stealing every scene he's in by his sheer hamminess.
It worked! Maria looks sad. I love being the boy, so I'm gonna text her again.
He's the Isaac of children's movies. Just get ready for how entertaining he is. So Maria gets a message from someone, and we get one of the pathetic messages of the film.
Well, there's only one way to find out. So, see what it says.
Yeah, me too. What if it's a secret contest, and I just won a whole bunch of money?
Then we can take a nice trip together.
Yes, kids, if you don't know who sends you an email, go ahead and look at it. Even though the message could contain some inappropriate content, and if you supposedly win a contest, claim your prize, even though you can get your personal information stolen or a virus.
Listen to what someone just texted me. You're ugly and your hair looks like rat hair. Why would somebody say that?
So what's Cool Cat's advice for when she gets another message from the same guy? Open it again, because why the hell not?
Thanks, Maria. And I love you too. And I'm Cool Cat, and I love all kids.
So Cool Cat's signs start getting vandalized, and this scene just says it all.
With friends like that, you better not have any enemies. So why do you want to paint the wall?
Just says it all. That just says it all here. I can already imagine what this guy was thinking. Alright, I gotta go get my new groceries and okay, I'm heading back inside. Something I also noticed in this scene is that this guy's house is also the same exact house that Cool Cat lives in. And given the fact that we never see this guy again in the film, I think I have the perfect theory about Cool Cat. Cool Cat is the offspring of Bubsy and Amy Rose. The result was a humanoid cat who had the body of Bubsy and the voice of Amy. Cool Cat is actually a 39-year-old pedophilia who murders people and steals their houses, stalks kids by pretending to be a kid, and gives off the impersonation by releasing an airborne toxin within a 10-mile radius. I mean, do you have a better theory? So Cool Cat stops the kids from vandalizing his signs, and they head inside into Cool Cat's house, and here we meet.
And someone is calling. Hello, this is the cat residence.
Are you shitting me? Are you seriously shitting me? So, Daddy Derek had sex with a cat? So I guess this is saying that bestiality is okay? I mean, it's bad enough we had that Sonic and Elise kiss, and Derek certainly seems to love hugging that cat.
Here.
It looks great. Thanks for your help in the kitchen.
Oh, you know I love to help you all the time, Mama. Get over and give me a hug.
For God's sake, can you imagine seeing those two horrifying images at the same time? Oh. Okay, so I think I had the perfect theory about this whole family. Daddy Derek was a 30-year-old man who likes to commit bestiality, and so he can have sexual exploration, and he loves furries. He went to a military base and asked his partners in crime, the federal criminal Hillary Clinton and the Cocoa for Cocoa Puffs, Ronald Trump, for help in creating a cat-human hybrid. After creating the hybrid and then having sex with it, Cool Cat was then born. 39 years later, Cool Cat's a pedo who blackmails people into giving their houses to him so he could stalk children by pretending to be a child, and gives off this persona by releasing an airborne toxin that spreads throughout a 20-mile radius. Butch the Bully is the only one who knows who Cool Cat really is and tries to save everyone by trying to bully Cool Cat and his family into leaving the country, so then Butch can use a nuclear warhead to send them straight to hell for the crimes they committed. I mean, it's the only reasonable explanation with that gas idea, because if that's not true, then Daddy Derek would be arrested 100 times over by breaking California state law. So after that traumatizing kitchen scene of horror, Cool Cat starts using his laptop.
Wow, look at this cool webpage. Look at me, I'm surfing the web.
Holy shit, I can't believe it. I think this guy might actually be more annoying than a fusion of Jar Jar Binks and Drop Dead Fred. freaking Jar Jar Binks and Drop Dead Fred. That is a new low for cinema. So Cool Cat gets a message from someone he doesn't know, and like a dumbass, he opens it and gets insulted.
What? You have a fat nose? And you smell like a dirty dog? What?
Well, that nose does look pretty fat, and the costume probably smells like a dirty dog. So technically, he's not bullying you. I mean, Derek does say...
That is not being a bully right there to any degree. Stating a fact is a fact.
If you were nice, you would have more friends. And friends are cool.
Two things. One, why are you responding to the bully? Aren't you just asking for trouble? I can already figure out a better solution to this issue. Just ignore him. If he doesn't get a reaction, he'll quickly piss off. If you respond to him, you're giving him exactly what he wants and can just use that to make himself look like the victim. Second, why are you saying it would be nice if you had friends? Well, let me enlighten you on Derek Savage's thought process when it comes to bullying. Apparently, he's under the assumption that bullies never have any friends, and before he starts saying, maybe it's a mistake in the script, and yes, that could be a mistake in the script, and if he didn't repeat this after the script was pointed out that this had a stupid line, then I would have understood and I wouldn't have held it against him, but that's not the case. Derek also posted the same message on his Cool Cat Twitter account. Let's be honest, alright? It's not Cool Cat, it's literally Derek Savage in a different account, alright? This gets worse as the film goes on.
I'm a bully and I'm gonna get you tomorrow? Oh no!
Well, what'd you expect? You responded to him. No, I wouldn't make a joke about how Cool Cat looks like he just took gallons of acid, but doing that would probably be an insult to any acid user. I get that you don't have a budget, Savage, but couldn't you at least just cut out eyelids from the construction paper? Just so we're clear, this is the actual movie, not me.
I know I get mad when someone bullies me, but perhaps I just punch him. But wait, you'll get in trouble if you hit someone, and that's not cool.
So kids, I guess you can hit bullies if you don't get in trouble.
I'm gonna learn to stand up for myself. Yes, that's a great way to stop bullying.
Okay, I'll try your advice. Hey, I'm gonna stand up for myself, so piss off. Well, that didn't work.
Hey, good morning, Cool Cat. Are you ready to go to Hollywood?
Oh, I'm sorry, but which story are we telling? Are we watching the story of Cool Cat stopping bullying, or the story of Cool Cat heading to Hollywood? Pick a story! So Cool Cat heads to Hollywood and they suddenly get good news.
Mommy! I've got something wonderful to tell you. When we were in Hollywood, someone asked me to be in the Hollywood parade.
What's he talking?
Here's when you realize that there was only one Cool Cat costume in the movie, as you can see the shot shift in a second. I mean, couldn't you try to fix that glitch? Screw it! So Cool Cat's gonna be in the Hollywood parade, and Cool Cat wants to have a song for the parade, so Daddy Derek decides to help.
This is a special guitar. Hey, check it out. It's autographed by the Van Halen band, and it was autographed back in the 1980s.
Why do I get the feeling that this scene was made just to show off Derek's guitar? So they begin to sing and...
Cool Cat likes to rock and roll. Cool Cat likes to love and sing.
Just so we're clear here, before you start saying, oh no, it's just Daddy Derek singing the song. No, it's not him. His mouth is not reacting to the same movement. So it's Cool Cat who's singing the song, actually. So, Cool Cat's voice really is that far off. Some of the lyrics in this song don't even make sense.
Cool Cat quiere bailar y bailar. Cool Cat quiere tocar la guitarra. Cool Cat va rock and roll.
So after that shit-tastic music number, Cool Cat decides he wants to make a dance number.
Wow! Now we're in the green screen room. This is really, really awesome.
A green screen? Oh my god. So let's begin.
Wow! That was fun! I hope the kids love it! I didn't know you guys are standing there, and thanks! That's right! It is time to pick up the Cool Cat convertible! Yay!
So they head to the Hollywood Parade and they repeat the exact song we heard less than 10 minutes ago. So after that scene of repetition, Cool Cat heads home.
Great! And I can't wait to see Vivica Fox and Eric Estrada!
You hear that? We had some celebrity cameos!
And honey, did you have a chance to call Vivica to let her know we'll be late for the cookout?
Yes, Vivica said any time is great for the kids.
My God! It's like I'm looking at Satan's anus and John Turturro's ass fused that they're trying to shove in my face. Could Derek just add some eyelashes instead of putting gigantic freaking lips on Mama Cat? So Cool Cat has to go to Cameo Central by himself because Derek and Mama Cat will be late. I'm guessing this is an excuse to not have Cool Cat and Mama Cat in the same shot.
Hey, I bet you will, you fine-looking kitty cat, you.
Hush up.
You know, I honestly don't have any words. Why put the effort into saying this? You all know what I would say. You know what I would say. So after that horrifying scene that would traumatize your kids for life, you get probably the silliest performances you're gonna see all week.
Such a beautiful day!
Oh, it sure is, Eric. And where is Cool Cat?
There he is! Beautiful day!
Oh, it sure is, Eric.
That's Eric Estrada
And
and
where
Vivica
is
A.
Cool
Fox.
Cat?
Two big names in Hollywood.
Yeah,
Right now you're probably wondering what they're doing here. Well, I think I know what happened. Daddy Derek got them drunk and he was like, hey, you wanna be in a movie? I mean, when you do look at them, they do seem like they got a little drunk and are probably just doing that to get the whole thing. So Cool Cat and Maria are playing with their sandcastles when our savior of the film comes along.
Who's that kid?
I don't know. Probably one of Cool Cat's friends.
Oh, no, I don't think so, Vivica. All of Cool Cat's friends are cool. That kid looks like he's up to trouble.
You're asking why Eric would say that? Well, I have an explanation. I took a look at the Cool Cat books and I soon realized how intentional the casting of Butch the Bully was. I mean, he's the only one in the book who's overweight. I think we can guess that overweight bully might have picked on Derek when he was a kid. So Butch starts bullying Cool Cat and he does something so horrifying, so low, so disgusting that he goes past the moral event horizon.
I don't like sandcastles, so take this! No! No!
Ah! Oh my God! He kicked sand in Cool Cat's face! Call the police now!
Did you see that? That kid kicked sand in Cool Cat's face! 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 That kid kicked sand in Cool Cat's face!
Okay, jokes aside, Cool Cat decides to flip out like a whiny little baby.
Why do you want to be a bully? Bullies never have any friends.
Did you hear that? Bullies never have any friends. This is an example of how little Savage understands about bullying. In reality, bullies actually travel in packs while the victims most likely don't have any friends. Way to rub it into the people who don't have any friends who are constantly bullied. So Vivica and Eric head to Cool Cat and Maria and they tell Cool Cat that he should stand up for himself. Wow. That's the face of a psychotic creep. Are we sure Cool Cat isn't planning on committing any, horrific acts?
We're not gonna give you our lunch money. I'm not afraid of you anymore, so you better leave us alone.
I'm gonna tell my mommy you yelled at me!
See what I just did there? That's exactly why you shouldn't try that. If the bully decides not to beat the living shit out of you, he can just tell someone that you were bullying him and make himself look like the victim. So Butch runs away and the movie finally ends.
Let's all be friends, and together we can stop bullying. Yay!
So that was Cool Cat Saves the Kids, and this is one
No, it's for kids only. That means I get to enter it and you don't. But you can help me.
What? Wait, there's still more plot in this movie? The movie still isn't over? But didn't they just say they figured out how to stop bullying? Why is this movie still continuing? Is this like Lord of the Rings where it takes forever to end? Oh God help us, I think this is like Lord of the Rings. So Cool Cat enters a writing contest subplot which comes out of nowhere and begins to write about a character named Trolley the Trout. Gee, doesn't that sound like product placement? So after a day of working, Cool Cat goes to sleep and holy shit, that looks terrifying. Get that thing out of my face! So Cool Cat wakes up and...
Looking good!
Really, Savage? Do you really think Cool Cat would have that much of an ego that he would reverse the lettering on his shirt? So in that way, in the mirror, it looks like Cool Cat. Wow. Cool Cat must have a gigantic ego. I mean, he must have a bigger ego than freaking Dr. Doom. So Cool Cat is playing outside with Maria when one of their friends is walking into the street.
Watch out, Mikey! There's a car!
Tell me about that car.
It's okay, but always look both ways before crossing the street.
Wow. No, seriously, wow. That's actually some good advice in the movie. I'm impressed, Savage. I think you did at least get that. The point about not crossing the street without looking both ways is pretty well done.
This is a special news report. Kids beware. There have been several robberies. Bad guys are stealing candy from babies.
That's horrible! I love babies!
You know, I would make a joke about how stupid and creepy that sounds, but doing that would probably be an insult to my intelligence with such an easy target. So Butch shows up and he's stealing candy right now. Do I have to say how stupid that sounds?
I'm Cool Cat and I'm gonna protect the kids!
Well, there goes the moral of the story.
Oh no, the cops!
What are you doing, kid?
Is the cop here really gonna see a kid being chased by a man in a cat suit and arrest the kid?
Oh, Cool Cat, that was very heroic.
Actually, the cop here is actually a porn star. How low can you go, Cool Cat? So Cool Cat, Maria, and Mikey are playing in Cool Cat's backyard where they find a gun.
No! The first thing we need to do is to stay calm and don't touch it. Then we should tell our parents and teachers about it.
I will admit here in this part that Cool Cat does give some legitimately good advice and doesn't act like a hypocrite by making that same mistake. So thank you, Cool Cat, for telling kids that you shouldn't just touch guns. They get straightforward and don't mess up on the story. So Butch is released from jail and then finds the gun and takes it.
It's a gun over there. I can bring it to school and take everyone's lunch money. It's going to be that time for me.
Oh my god, this kid is so adorably hammy. Cool Cat, Maria, and Mikey then tell Daddy Derek about Butch taking the gun, and it's Derek takes them to the exact same place where Butch is. Are you out of your freaking mind? Call the police instead of going near him. So the police arrive and arrest Butch, and Cool Cat becomes class president, wins the writing contest, and gives a moral that still doesn't get the idea of cyberbullying.
We learned that it's important to stand up for yourself and not be afraid to yell and draw attention. Because remember...
So you still don't get the idea? You can never stop cyberbullying. You cannot stop bullying by trying to make people stop. That's not how you stop it. You ignore it. When people can't get a good reaction out of you and they can't find any way to satisfy themselves, they will move on. They will stop. They will piss off and they will leave you alone. And yet you still don't seem to get that. That is why you will continue to be getting bullied for the rest of your life. Because you can't react correctly. So that was Cool Cat Saves the Kids. This is one hilariously bad movie. This is a pathetically bad movie that has terrible morals except one, which is the gun episode. Why do I call it an episode? Because the entire movie is in fact all the Cool Cat movies combined. This makes the plot way too confusing and disjointed. Almost all the actors in the movie besides Butch are horrifically bad, especially Cool Cat. As a guy who's trying to stop bullying, he ends up bullying anyone who doesn't have friends. But that doesn't mean the movie isn't a painfully bad movie. The movie does have a pretty hilariously narcissistic tone with all the budget mistakes and the hilariously over-the-top Butch the bully acting. So I can't recommend this as an anti-bullying movie. I can recommend this as a hilarious comedy. So, does Cool Cat Saves the Kids get spared or slaughtered? We all know what's gonna be. That's not to say I wouldn't like to see a sequel to this movie. I would just love to see how hilariously bad the sequel can get. Because that's when it gets extra normtastic. So I'm the Color Critic. I'll see you next time to continue my bad movie killing spree.